Hi, everybody. I know it's pretty late, and a lot of you, well, it's the weekend, so maybe people are not in bed. I am hopping on here tonight at this late hour because I cannot wait until tomorrow morning to share with you all, my audience on Instagram and Facebook, how devastated I am to hear about Matthew Perry passing away. I was just notified by a few of my friends that he died, and I just don't know what to think. I'm still trying to process everything. As all of you know from watching my videos, I am a huge fan of Friends, and as I have mentioned time and time again, over the course of the past several months, Chandler and Monica were my favorite couple on Friends, and as I mentioned already, Chandler was one of the most relatable characters to me. The reason why I connected to his character so well when Friends first aired was because of his sense of humor. And because of his social awkwardness, because he was hopeless and awkward and desperate for love. I mean, I would say that out of those three things, when I was a teenager, I was more the second thing and not the other two. But rewatching Friends as an adult, I connect more to Chandler's character because of my social anxiety. Chandler showed through many different episodes that he was anxious about a lot of different things, mostly relationships. His character definitely had the most growth throughout the series. I would say my favorite moments from the series are the ones that touch me the most deeply. The two that touched me the most deeply were in the one where Heckles dies, where he is having his emotional breakdown about turning into Mr. Heckles, and then at the end of the episode where he's turning the lights off in the apartment after they're done cleaning all his stuff up and saying, "Goodnight, Mr. Heckles, we'll try to keep it down." And then flash forward to the end of the series when when him and Monica are meeting with Erica, the birth mother of the twins they're going to adopt, and he gives the most powerful monologue about Monica being a mother without a baby. I watched this episode on August 14th, and I was crying at the end of that monologue because it just hit me so profoundly how much Chandler loved Monica and how much he knew how badly she wanted a family. And as you guys know, Anna and I reviewed his book back in April, and I was really hoping to be able to interview him about his book and his experience on Friends, and I have been dealing in the background all summer long with people who have been impersonating him and pretending to be him, and I was the victim of somebody who was portraying him, and he stole money from me, and I have been stressed out ever since the beginning of ever since the end of August, right around my birthday, because of dealing with the hackers. What touched me the most about Matty's book was learning about how his addiction impacted his performance on Friends, and knowing what he went through now, it is really hard for me to watch the episodes after his addiction started, because I can see the effects of his alcoholism and drug addiction in his weight loss and weight gain in the various seasons. And I need to say that it has been really difficult for me to watch certain episodes of Friends because of that. I have been having trouble dealing with seeing him like that and knowing that he was in so much pain throughout filming the series. And I'm just so sad that I guess I was living in a fantasy world all summer thinking I was actually ever going to really meet him and get to interview him about his book. And I guess now I can accept it and move on with my life. But hearing this news is really difficult for me because I have been watching his movies ever since March or April, and I have loved them all except for The Whole 10 Yards and A Night in the Life of Jimmy Reardon. And I couldn't be any more shocked and saddened by this great loss that I'm sure all Friends fans, and I'm sure that his co-stars from Friends and family are feeling. And I am going to really miss him. What made Chandler's character so funny to me was his dry wit and his sarcasm. And as somebody with autism spectrum disorder, I have trouble really interpreting sarcasm. And actually, everything that Chandler said to me during the time when Friends was originally on was really a crash course for me in how to understand sarcasm and how to understand the body language based around it. So I'm really appreciative to him for that. And as I have mentioned in my other videos, Chandler and Monica were my favorite couple on Friends because as a teenager, I was shy and socially awkward, but not desperate for love like Chandler was. But through Chandler and Monica, I was able to picture in my head when I was 16 the kind of relationship that I wanted to have as an adult. And my husband and I, well, partner, husband, I don't know, whatever you want to refer to us as, we've been together for 4 years. We've known each other for like 13 years, I think, since 2008. And I would definitely say that he would be the Chandler to my Monica. So, I wanted to take this opportunity to thank Matthew Perry for everything. All of the great roles he portrayed in movies, especially the Ron Clark story, his performance in that movie is really powerful. And I highly recommend that movie for those who have not seen it yet. And I have a message for all of the people who are portraying him as hackers on the internet. Please stop doing what you're doing. It causes people pain. And if you continue to do this, it will cause even more pain to his family as they grieve. So please back off from doing this out of respect for people who have just lost a family member and a friend. And as somebody who has been taken advantage of by a person who is pretending to be a celebrity, I am disgusted by what all of you guys do and what all of you guys represent. And I know that you are just going to take on the personality of another celebrity, because I mean, that's what people like you guys do. Once you can't pretend to be one person, you end up being another person. What you are doing is disrespectful to famous people, because famous people would never, ever contact their fans and ask them for money. I'm never going to get that money back that I got stolen from me, and I am upset about it. But I know I need to move on. So I wanted to close this off by saying, Matty, Perry, I am going to miss you profoundly. Thank you. Thank you so much for creating the character of Chandler Bing. And I hope you realize how much your character has meant to somebody like me. And if Courtney Cox is watching this too, I really hope that you know how much you and Matty impacted me too, as playing Chandler and Monica. So I wanted to thank Matty and Courtney also. Thank you.